Part number 2, the role of AI. Now that we have seen how business wargaming works, let's take a look at what AI can do for us. And the first application I would like to show you is the so-called consistency-based strategy map. At the very beginning of the wargaming project, there is a need to define who should be played in the game. Which competitors, authorities, NGOs, standardization bodies, etc., should be present in the game. In many cases, there are obvious candidates, but a more structured approach might help you to build a better game. One very good way is to map out who should be in the game by using a consistency-based strategy map. The idea behind it is simple. Companies that make similar strategic choices are mapped close to each other, and companies that make very different strategic choices are mapped further apart. The result could look like this. The green scenario is reflecting what your strategy is today. The red and the gray scenarios are future options where you could go. Depending on which strategy you choose, different other players are going to be closer to you or not. Each blue dot, by the way, represents one set of strategic choices that a company can make. The closer their choices are to your choices, the more likely they are going to be a very relevant competitor. Another nice byproduct is the possibility to show different strategic paths over time in the strategy map. Is the path requiring a leap, green point to blue point, or is it possible to get there incrementally green to pink? The consistency-based strategy maps are created by algorithms, but the inputs are, at least status today, made by humans. That might be disappointing if you were hoping for more automation, but the good news is that people, because they know the inputs very, very well, also have much more trust in the output. The input can look like this. It's basically a table showing all strategic options in a structured way and adding how well those strategic options fit together. In this little example, strategies green and pink share common strategic options. They are somewhat similar, while the strategy blue is fundamentally different. As we will see in a moment, generative AI is already somewhat capable of building such a table. Application number 2, talking to your data through large language models. Using generative pre-trained transformers like ChatGPT 4.0 or AI search tools like perplexity.ai allows us to ask the AI various things that are relevant in a strategy development process. The important part here is the training and how you ask the AI, also called prompt engineering. Now, the training material should include a wide variety of publicly available documents that have been curated by you. The first step helps to build trust in the answer the AI returns to you. Here are some recommendations for the data you can use for the training. So first of all, company reports, of course, including financial statements, annual reports, all that kind of stuff. Then information packages specifically for investors, and some might be gated, but you probably have access to them. Patents, white papers on industry trends from leading think tanks, universities, consultancies, white papers on country-specific social and economic situations, and then job openings. So what positions and where is your competition trying to fill? And then open innovation platforms, either managed through your competitors or by third parties, and information about public and private partnerships, of course. And then there's all your proprietary data, all your internal reports on competitors, of course, that only you have access to, or things that you buy, all that can go into the training as well. Application number 3 is the trend radar. Phase 3, if you remember, is about developing strategic moves for the wargame. There are many ways to do this. AI, however, can be helpful in identifying trends. Tools such as Any Idea and Trend One in combination with ChatGPT, for example, help to scan and present vast amounts of data in regards to trends. The new thing here is that AI is somewhat capable of assessing how relevant the trend is for your specific case. Truth be told, status today is that the quality of the results is so-so, but you see where things are going here. As far as trend radar visualizations go, AI is already very much capable of creating very nice overviews and deep dives. Application number 4, creating strategic moves. Compiling information and assessing trends, building visualizations, and so on is one thing. The real challenge is to actually build a strategy, and in our case, represented by a sequence of strategic moves. One can actually ask ChatGPT to create strategic moves using the logic that is also applied in the strategy map creation. That was the application number 1 that I showed you. The results that the AI returns are quite interesting. The options are nicely organized into categories, which the AI created by itself. The AI can also create scenarios based on them and name the categories. So the AI also offers a ranking for the best scenarios, but again, status today, it does not explain how it got there. That would be really interesting in the future. And here you see an example of ChatGPT returning one possible scenario for the electric car maker Polestar. As you can see, it's well written, has a lot of information in it. Application number 5, creating scenario narratives. The strategic scenarios like the one we just saw for Polestar could still be more rigorous, but they do have a lot of meat to the bones. They are very lively. This meat can be used to craft quite powerful narratives, including nice visualizations. Software like DALL-E in combination with ChatGPT can return pictures and videos. Take a look at this.
Welcome to the future, where Porsche isn't just a car, it's a revolution in digital luxury and sustainability. Imagine a world where your car is an extension of your digital life, seamlessly integrated, fully autonomous, and personalized to your every need. Porsche leads the charge in eco-conscious innovation, with vehicles powered by clean energy leaving no trace but their shadow. Experience unmatched luxury where technology meets sustainability, and every journey is an adventure into the future. Join Porsche as we redefine the boundaries of mobility and luxury, driving not just to a destination, but into a new era of automotive excellence. Porsche, the epitome of digital luxury, propelling us into a sustainable, futuristic horizon. Be part of this journey. Be part of history.
Application number 6, text, picture, PowerPoint, input, output. Maybe not surprising anymore after what we have seen so far. AI is very much capable of returning information in various formats. The days when we needed to create our own PowerPoint files are counted. Here are 2 examples of how speech and text and PowerPoint can be integrated into various ways in a project. Application number 7, the decision tree. This is maybe my favorite tool of all. So last but not least, it is nice to see how the war game evolved, showing all the decisions in one picture. This can be done, for example, in a decision tree. The advantage here is that you can actually show the probabilities of the different outcomes if you assign probabilities along the way. This helps to understand if the actual outcome that you saw in the game is representative or more of an outlier. It also helps you to find forks in the road. At what point did the game lean towards a certain result? Wrapping things up, the capabilities of AI in regards to business wargaming can be summarized like this. Point number one, sorting and visualizing massive amounts of data. I think AI is already doing a very good job here, and you should definitely use AI for this. Point number two, creating powerful narratives, including pictures and videos. I think AI is very powerful here as well. Maybe not high quality, but it's very, very efficient, and it helps you to get into the right move of a certain player. Point number three, dealing with different inputs and outputs. Think speech and text and pictures and PowerPoint and Excel and so on. AI is definitely capable of that, and it is rapidly becoming better. So you should make use of that, especially when you are a strategy consultant or somebody working in corporate development. Point number four, and now moving up the ladder, creating strategic scenarios. I would say AI is doing a so-so job. It can tell you what strategic move it chose, and it also can put them together in a scenario or a strategy, overall strategy if you like. The thing is that much of what the AI gives back to you sounds good, but it lacks strategic rigor. The problem is that the AI does not explain which trade-offs it made and why. So the main message that I like to give my students in business wargaming classes is that you need to be able to explain your reasoning. This is where the strategic discourse is happening and where people actually start to build on each other's idea, finally reaching a higher level of strategic understanding. The people building the new AI models certainly realize that the explaining of the AI thinking is paramount for people being able to work with the AI in a fruitful hybrid way. Last but not least, point number five, the ultimate question, if you like, is AI capable of playing a whole business wargame by itself? And the answer is yes, it is possible. You can have multiple AIs play against each other. They will give you strategic moves, and again, they will sound pretty good. But if you wonder how they react and relate to what the other players did before, you don't really have the feeling that this is all too intelligent what is happening here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm curious to see how things evolve. Please leave your comments and share your experiences in the application of AI and in strategy development at large. I'm sure there are already many other interesting applications out there. I would really like to know about them. I put the link to some interesting sources and reads in the comments below. Last but not least, if you are interested in the canvas with the little sketches and the pictures and the illustrations and so on, you can download this for free. Have a great day and goodbye.